Le'Veon, now that camp is, I guess, officially over, what are some of your takeaways just from an individual standpoint, what you felt you got out of it?
You say individual standpoint?
Yeah, just from you personally.
Yeah, it felt good. Getting out there, kind of getting my feet up under me. This is my camp where I came in kind of lighter, so it was really gonna be interesting to see how an individual and me running my routes and getting in and out of cuts, how comfortable I would be. Even like in picking up blitzes, you know what I'm saying? That's like something I had to quickly get adjusted to, being a little lighter, but it felt good. And I think I'm still continuing to get better, so the first, part of the season has been a good session for me so far.
Le'Veon, we haven't talked to you since last Wednesday when you guys had the scrimmage, and you didn't finish the scrimmage. And then Coach Gase said it was hamstring tightness, and you took to Twitter and said your hamstrings were fine. Could you just clarify what happened there that day?
Yeah, that was just miscommunication. Coach Gase just got the information from the trainers, so he out on the field kind of doing his thing, calling plays or whatever. I'm just on the sideline because the scrimmage is a little slower than regular practice, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of stretching, trying to stay loose. And my hamstrings got a little tight, so I just start stretching. And the trainers they kind of protected me from myself a little bit, Wasn't nothing wrong with me personally. I just felt like I was just a little tight because I was doing a lot. It's a little slower than normal practice. So, it wasn't no big of a deal for real. I think it was just miscommunication with, for me, trainers, and Coach Gase. But I just want to really clear it up for everybody, fantasy owners and everybody. My hamstrings is fine. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I felt good.
You think you made a mistake going to Twitter instead of talking to people first here?
At the time, I'm not really thinking about, I'm trying to text them. Everybody trying to make it seem like, I'm trying to go against what Gay said. I'm just trying to clarify, my hamstrings are fine. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, worried about my practice reps or necessarily what people try to make it seem like. I was just telling everybody my hamstrings are fine. So, don't necessarily worry about, when we practice the next day, don't worry about me not missing practice. We'll be out there for practice. That's basically what I'm saying.
Adam told us the next day that, you guys had a long talk about it. So where are you guys? I mean, because the perception out there, once again, is that you guys are butting heads. So is there an issue there?
Yeah, ever since I got here and he got here, it's kind of been this little thing of me and him butting heads all the time, which I don't know where it comes from. But we had a long conversation just basically because people kind of drew it out of proportion when I did make the tweet. So me and him had a conversation oh yeah, it was miscommunicated between us and the trainers, and I said something in the media, and he said something in the media, so then it's like this. So I think we just had that conversation about, if my hamstrings are tight, okay, maybe I'm talking to you about my hamstrings directly, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having 2, 3, 4 middlemen, and then finally get to the head guy, then it's miscommunication. That's literally all it was miscommunication, but it's not really a big deal. I feel good. Me and Coach Gase had a great talk just about, we talk all the time, but we had a great talk that day just about better communication, what we learned from the scrimmage and, moving on from what we're going to work on, and we're having positive talks, ever since I got here. I don't understand why everybody keeps trying to put me and Gase against each other. We're not against each other. So I understand how hard it is to believe that, but we actually like each other. So, I don't get everybody trying to put us against each other, but it's fine. We understand what comes with the territory, and we're going to just keep our head down and keep working.
Maybe he can guest on your next rap album, Le'Veon,
What about the rap album?
Maybe he could guest star on your next album. You guys could get a track together.
Nah, he don't want that. He don't want to get on that. He don't want to get on my album.
Last few practices, Le'Veon, or the last week or so practices, we've seen you catching the ball a lot more, I think. Is that something you hope that they do in the regular season more, using you more as a receiver?
I think that's kind of what we're gearing towards. We got another Hall of Fame caliber running back in here, and I think we just try to find our ways to get our best 5 on the field, our best 5 skill players on the field. You know what I'm saying? So whether the type of package we are, I feel like I'm a player who can be versatile. I can play running back, I can play in the slot. And I don't necessarily have to just get the ball, you know what I'm saying? I'm great at blocking, pass blocking, running blocking, you know what I'm saying? So I just, try to express to him, Coach Gase and our communications. Like, I've always felt like, I've been in such great condition and I worked so hard to get this. You don't really have to get me off the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to get the ball. I want to block. Like, shoot, you can put Frank in there and I'll block for him, because that's just how I feel about myself. It's just like I'm one of those players who always want to be out there and helping make a play. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make plays without the ball. So it ain't even just with the ball. I want to make plays without it too.
Le'Veon, what are the things that you and Adam kind of learned from last year in terms of maybe how to better utilize your skill set?
I think
a lot of moving parts, obviously.
Yeah, I think last year was kind of like a learning tool for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really had a coach like him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure if he ever had like a type of player like I am, the way I think, and all I can do. And I think we just got to kind of find it and just kind of work together with it. You know what I'm saying? I think we had a whole year last year to kind of, work on it. I think coming in this year, our communication is so much better. And we want to continue to grow on what we did last year. Last year I was still trying to really implement myself into the offense and learn little spots here and there. But it's like now I got a whole year under my belt coming into training camp, learning new positions, new spots. So he can put more on my plate because, I'm able to handle it now. So it's going to be exciting. I think, I told him, like, you don't got to hold back on me. Like, I think I'm going to be able to handle, anything that he throws at me, because I feel like I'm a smart player and I can handle it.
Le'Veon, last time we spoke to you, you said that Frank Gore kind of helped you see the game in a way that you hadn't seen it before. Like, what's one specific thing on the field that he's taught you over training camp where you're like, oh, when I get to Sunday versus Buffalo or whoever, I'm going to use that to, bust up a line?
Man, I just watch his preparation every day. Frank, I get here at 7 a.m. and I pick up my chip ticker or whatever. And every day I get here, his chip ticker is already gone. I mean, he's already here. So I don't know what time he gets here. You know what I'm saying? And when he gets here, he's already like prepped. He's already ready for practice. And we got 2.5 hours until practice is ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So like just like little things like that, I watch. You know what I'm saying? I learn. You know what I'm saying? He's 37 and he's still playing at a high level of football. You know what I'm saying? Every little thing that he does, I kind of watch it and just try to learn from it. Whether I take it or not, you know what I'm saying? It's just good to watch it and learn from it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really go into each and every detail of what he does because I can see here all day. But just know, like, he does a lot for me. I don't think he does. He knows or realizes, the things he does, but I just kind of watch it and learn from him.
One of the things that Adam said is that he wanted to get you the ball in space. So what does that look like to you? What do you think of that? And what do you think it'll look like going forward?
Yeah, I think just having a better understanding. So when you say in space, not necessarily just run plays. I think he's talking about just like in the passing game, like not just screens, but times where like I'm able to cross a guy's face, and now I got the ball running full speed, instead of kind of hit me running across the middle or something. That's not a lot of times I had that last year. I maybe catch an out route or maybe over the ball, check down, but it's not really things where I was catching on the run and be able to be special with it, And I think this year we have a more place where I'm able to do that, more opportunities where I'm able to do that. Sam's getting more comfortable, I'm getting more comfortable, and Coach Gase getting more comfortable, with the routes that we're putting in and the positions that I play. So we're going to continue to build on that. Going against our defense every day is tough because they see us every day. They kind of know the things that I do. So at the same time, we learn from it, and then we find like little compliments off of it, and I think that's what helps us grow and continue to grow, So, me, Coach Gase, Sam, continue to come up with a plan and try to move forward with it.
Le'Veon, people are always talking about running backs losing a step, as they get a year older and whatnot. What's your answer to anybody that thinks that you have lost a step from your Pittsburgh days?
I mean, everybody's entitled to think what they want. I think. Me personally, this is the best I felt since I've been in the league. 20 years old. This is the best I felt. So we gonna see. We play Buffalo, in a couple of days. And I think it'll be my first opportunity to really show like how different of a player that I am. So it's gonna be fun.
Hey, Le'Veon, a lot of people will have their fantasy drafts this weekend, and they might be wondering about whether to draft you after last year. What's your message to the fantasy football players out there?
I mean, honestly, I ain't really into the fantasy football. I just know, like, I mean, you put up yards and touchdowns is good. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I'm not really necessarily worried about the stats of it. I just know I'm the best that I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of it leads to better stats, I know it's going to help translate to us wins. So, that's why my main goal is for us to win games. You know, and that's what I'm going to do.
When's your next album coming out?
Before the season. I'm not sure. I don't got a date yet, but before the season starts for sure.
So like within the next week and a half?
Within the next 10 days. Yep. Within the next 10 days.
And you got a track list coming out?
I do. I do. I don't want to spoil it, but I do.
We can't get the exclusive on that?
Nope, not yet. Not yet.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Le'Veon.
Go Jets.
Thank you.